we have got this particles is emitting exactly what we want, right? But we need to have some rippling kind of effect, ripple effect by using this thing. So how we are going to achieve that? So click on this emitter and everything is there in this thing. So first thing that we need to have 10,000 particles. So right click and set a keyframe. And if I go for this 5 frame and make it 0. And again in 15 frame, make it 0 again. So what will happen? You can see that if I play this, we're getting a ripple. Very, very nice. Fantastic. Right? So now see that if I, make the repeated action or animation, so I'll get this rippling effect, right? So select it. Yes, I'm not going to this is the thing. I'm not going to repeat the animation. So with an easy technique, I have found that if I go for this window, we have this animation graph editor. Now this is a graph editor. This is let me show you. This one is starting point, and this is the amount of the value, you can say. And this is also value. This is 5, and this is 0. This is 15, right? So now something like this curve, and I guess so. Sometime the curve is not looking like this. So what will we have to do? You have to go to this preference and go to animation and search for classic. If I click on this, so and save it and reopen this graph editor, you will get to look like, you'll get to see something like this, right? So it may happen. In my system it is not happening, but I have seen that in other system it is happening. So you can find that option if you are having this kind of issue. So now what you need to do, that simple, go to view and infinite and just simple circle post like infinity and cycle. So post means right side and pre means left side. Means this is a very easy way to understand that thing. So you can see we are very, very emitting high value and we are giving a gap. Now we are getting a very, very high value, we are giving a gap. So this is how this is a continuous thing, this like forever, right? So now see what will happen. So if I play, we're going to get a ripple effect. Very nice, right? Now I need to have 400 frames for that. 400 frames to see this thing up properly. So we need to have 400 frames, and you can increase this, there is no problem, but minimum 400 frame is good for any kind of effects to see properly, right? Now select this in particle and let me show you that how we're going to get a particle cache, right, in this section also. So first of all, you have to go to this FX and go for this in particle, and here we have this create new cache and n object, and here we have things. So you can make it reset. So everything is reset now. Always rename your these things, means your folders, everything should be organized properly, and you can open it. This is a folder, and what I do, I use the same thing as a folder as a cache name. And cache name is extremely important, that you should have underscore. So your folder also is having underscore. That is a very good thing, right? So your cache should have underscore, right? And that's all. You can create it. So first of all, let me save it because it is a 400 frame. So in between it can crash, right? So now create it. Now we have got a problem. Now first of all, you can see must select n particle in here, in objects. Sometimes it happens. So what we have to do, select it. Otherwise, you can go for this shape and click here, and then go for the same thing we have got in here and create. Now the cache is done. Now if I go for this cache, you can see that we have these cache files, and this is the main file of this cache kind of thing, that XML file, which is a recorder kind of thing, and we have the supporting file of this cache. So this is how we can make a cache in cache for successfully. And if you have any kind of error, you can use this shape option in order to get a cache done. And this is how you can have a ripple effect inside that n particle. In the next video, I'm going to teach you that how you're going to use the fluid technique, that how you're going to emit proper and descent like fluid, ice fluid kind of thing, and getting a ripple effect and going downward. So lots of exciting thing is going to be in that next section. So see you in the next lecture.